طفوا؟ اوكي. فاليوم حنرجع نبلش بالورك تاعنا اللي هو mastering TikTok from first frame to real impact. I think we're going to talk about the evolution of TikTok. From the second we started, you've seen a lot of dancing videos and trends. And then we shifted our focus to content about creation, creativity, music, and more, until we started to reach tutorials from beauty to fashion to cooking and more. And then in the end, we're currently seeing PGC or professionally generated content by professionals. So, what is high-quality content? It primarily focuses on three things, to be honest. It's well-crafted content, engaging content, and specialized content. You can say niche content in the end. So, before starting, I want to play a game with you. You're going to answer with a myth or a fact. So, posting high-quality content on TikTok won't affect your growth. Is it a myth or a fact? It's actually a myth. Do you know why? Because creators who consistently post high-quality content will experience 40 times more growth in followers compared to any other type of creators. And high-quality accounts can actually get 3 times more efficient at attracting new followers per video, which is an insight you should heavily focus on. So I'm going to play another game. High-quality videos views are increasing faster than video views of other types of content. Do you think it's a myth or a fact? And it's a fact. High-quality accounts experience more than 3 times as many views as any type of account on TikTok. I think this is the final question. Posting high-quality videos will reduce the watch time of your videos. Is it a myth or a fact? And it's a myth again. The only reason is high-quality creators have 72% lead in watch time over other types of accounts. And now we're going to talk about the numbers, because numbers don't lie. Do you know why? Because high-quality content will maximize attention. It will expand your growth, increase your watch time, and will optimize searchability. Searchability is something you should heavily focus on, because TikTok is now a search engine. So I'm going to show you a couple of tools for your future. Introducing full screen mode. Before, TikTok was heavily focusing on vertical content for maybe less than a minute. But now, you can actually post videos up to 10 minutes in horizontal mode, and then users will only tap on full screen to watch it. And also introducing TikTok Studio. It's actually a one-stop shop for everything. It's a different app that you download called TikTok Studio, and it will help you a lot as a creator. You can create, edit, manage, and analyze your content from a one-stop at TikTok Studio. You can also find tips and tricks to amp up your videos. And all the professional creators I know also have another app. It's called CapCut. Because you can edit like a pro directly from your phone. It's going to give you a perfect image quality. If your video is a bit shaky, you can tap on one button to stabilize that video. You can enhance the voice and reduce noise. You can create AI covers, subtitle recognition, and also you can add captions. And now, we're going to focus on creating next-level content. Content that will increase your followers and will make you actually go viral. Because yesterday, at the old-fashioned dinner, a lot of people came to me and asked me one specific question. How can I go viral? And my answer was one. You should create high-quality content. And when we talk about high-quality content, you should also be a storyteller. Because if you don't have a story behind your video, no one will ever watch it, and you will reach nowhere. I always recommend starting with a strong hook. And after your hook, should definitely be clear, concise text to highlight your theme. You should continue your story after your hook. We're going to talk about the different types of hooks we have, and also how to focus on storytelling to increase visibility. So, do you know how to actually create a hook? Does anyone ever heard the word hook? No one? First 3 seconds. Actually, it's a bit, you should now focus on 5 seconds instead of 3. So, you need to introduce a question. You can tease out the finished result of anything you were doing. You can set a timer, for example, or you can start something very strong, maybe falling. So, and then after that, you need to engage, because if you didn't engage after your hook, no one will continue watching the video. So engage, then explain. You can use captions. Or people who like to create fashion content, you can change outfits, move locations, switch up your shots, angles, and lean into effects. I think everyone uses effects on TikTok, whether it's something creative, colorful, or something that beautifies your face. I highly recommend using effects or anything new that TikTok actually releases, because the second you use a new feature on TikTok, your video will be pushed even more. You can add sticker text, you can use trending sounds, and you can explore TikTok's unlimited sound library. And it's something really nice. So when we were talking about content formats, I'm going to show you 5 different types of content. My favorite, you can solve a problem. For example, I'm a creator who's struggling maybe to find my fit. I'm going to search for that, and the creator will solve it for me. You can bust a myth, like I was doing earlier. You can share a hack, elevate everyday lifestyle. And one of my favorites as well, tutorial, to teach step by step. And then, we were talking heavily about being you on TikTok. And being you need to find your passion. Once you find your passion, you're going to create content around it. So, high-quality content films and TV. So in the last 30 days, we ran a lot of tests and found that you're going to get 7 times more video views, 6 times more likes, or 2.5 more growth if you actually post high-quality content related to TV and film. It's one of the big verticals we focus on TikTok. So I'm going to show you some formats I really like about TV and film. It's either a narrative, or commentary, or edits. I think a lot of you found some edits based on your favorite TV shows on TikTok. And it's one of my favorite features, because when I watch edit, I actually go and watch the whole film. Or reaction. And you've already seen a lot of reaction videos, whether it was related to film, TV, a new product launch, and more. And then I think sports. It's one of the main verticals as well. Did you know that you can expand your reach and build your community by posting such content? For content formats related to sports, there are 5 main formats we can focus on. It's either commentary again, you can teach people a challenge or a skill, an interview or a podcast, you can match footage or even have a tutorial based on your favorite trick related to sports. When we're talking about high-quality learning content, there's also 5 formats you can focus on: humanities, science, business and finance, tech, and education. We have actually 6 formats for this vertical. That humanities, social science, history, books, law, and art. And I think a lot of you here focuses on art, because being a human is being creative. In order to focus on high-quality content, you actually need to think like a director, because everything we see in life should have a direct form. So, in order to create high-quality content and to enhance the elements of high-quality visuals, you need to have clear shots, stable shots, so don't be shaky or blurry. Invest in a bit of equipment. You need to have great lighting, and you need to have interesting perspectives and angles. And most importantly, a very nice background. As for to enhance the elements of editing, you actually need to have quick cuts, amazing transitions, and I think a lot of you love watching transitions, definitely subtitles and voiceover. And the only reason I emphasize on the word voiceover, because TikTok is a sound-first platform, and over 95% of users actually watch videos with the sound on. Now we're going to talk about composition and framing, and we're going to learn that 5 or 7 different types of compositions. Because different shot sizes, angles, and framing choices change the way we perceive content. I'm going to give you a type where you can actually search composition and framing on TikTok with the search button, so you can learn all about it. And most importantly, rule of thirds. I always recommend my creators to have their subject in one of the main 4 golden points in the rule of thirds. And if you open your camera on your phone, it already has the grid on it. So you can heavily use it in order to create better content. And now, you need to find your aesthetic. And I think a lot of you already have their own aesthetic, whether your aesthetic in fashion, lifestyle, and also your TikTok grid. And in order to learn more about everything I was talking about, you can visit the TikTok Resource Hub. And we have 5 and 4 different things you can focus on. It's Creator Academy. It's full of videos and articles to guide you through everything you need, from content to more. You can follow Creator Academy on TikTok for videos and a lot of tips and tricks about TikTok. You can sign up for the TikTok Creator newsletter via the website, and you can also access and explore TikTok on desktop on tiktok.com. And now, we're going to focus on something very important: search and creator search insights. And that's a feature that's going to help you heavily on how to become a successful content creator on TikTok. And as we were mentioning before, TikTok became a search engine. In that case, you as a creator need to work on content that solves a problem or answers a question whenever a user searches for something or a topic. So how search comes into play? Maybe video on the For You page, the FYP, or TikTok search, between 3 different things. So currently, users are heavily focusing on searching 3 different things: informative videos, professional videos, and high-quality videos. And what can search do for you? You can actually reach new audiences, expand your traffic sources, and also find more content creation opportunities. So introducing the Creator Search Insights. You can actually go on TikTok right now and search for Creator Search Insights from the search button, and you're going to have a huge hub to find a lot of information that really helps you as a creator understand whatever is currently happening on the platform, what people are searching for. More importantly, how to go viral, because you're going to find the trends and topics you need to inform your users. And we're going to talk about more about the different things you're going to find in the Creator Search Insights. Because you can analyze popular search topics, you can fill content gaps to increase discoverability, and you can evaluate your search performances and see the rank. For example, if you're a fashion creator, you can even see where you're standing there. And here's the Creator Search Insights 101. There's a lot of buttons and a lot of insights you need to focus on. So I highly recommend today going to the Creator Search Insights to learn more about you as a creator and what's currently trending in the country you're based in. So I'm going to also show you ways to filter. There are 5 main topics. You have suggested topics, you have content gap filters, you can even search by followers, and that feature is only available to a select creators in the region. And then you can also search for trending topics and categories, including fashion, beauties, food, sports, tourism, gaming, and sciences. And now we're going to be exploring the topic detail page. We can actually filter by time. You can even go in depth on audience analytics, including age, gender, and location in the region. And we're going to also focus on key metrics. I heavily focus on search views, average click-through rate, and average search ranking. And you can also search analytics to understand the trends, increase your visibility, and connect heavily with your followers. And you can also go to the Academy there, because it's going to be an amazing hub for you to learn how to create high-quality content that ranks really well. And then you can also turn on the Reddit community. And here are some search tips I really heavily focus on. In order to create an amazing video that people can actually search on TikTok, you need to focus on some keywords, add text, stickers, and other factors to help the user find you in an easier way. You can do that by adding information, a voiceover, and a couple of hashtags. However, your hashtags should really focus on the subject you're talking about. For example, if you're posting a fashion video about winter fashion, you can't have hashtag summer in between, for example. You need to focus exactly on whatever you're posting. Another tip is using keywords, as we were mentioning. And you should include the most relevant keywords in your title card and use text on screen to ensure you keep your audience engaged. And I think you as a user, if you see videos with subtitles, you're going to spend more time watching it. Tip number 3 is focusing on what's best for your audience. That might be how to change a tire, or for example, how to make a gooey look for makeup. Tip number 4 is timelines, help when covering trends or popular topics. So you need to actually, whenever a trend is happening, you don't need to wait for maybe a couple of days to jump on it. Jump as fast as you can. Then tip number 5, don't forget about your evergreen content. And in the panel, we're talking about 80-20 rule. 80% of your content should be something you really focus on, like your niche content. 20% can be anything that you usually jump on, like trends, or you want to try to experiment with a certain type of content. And that's it. I hope I was very useful to you. And you're going to find me later on if you have any questions about TikTok or creating good content. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Old Fashioned Talk, and thank you, Kuwait. Goodbye.